Hatch to Berkshire, and something very different. Here's Johnny Molam again.
I found a novel and interesting way of training, especially to speed up the reflexes in the mind, which also gives me the opportunity to help a young sports star here in Reading. So let's take a look and see what I'm talking about.
So Johnny, you said it was an unusual way of training, a different way of training. Here we are at the Kingfisher Table Tennis Club. Why did you choose this form of working out? Because in the past we've seen you really sweating in a gym.
Well, I've just been playing Anaya, and I've got a sweat on just from 5-10 minutes of doing that. It's actually more physical than you think, but it wasn't the physicality of it, obviously. I'd read somewhere that in terms of keeping the mind sharp, reflexes, and also just keeping that sort of motivation going all the time with the brain, it actually helps to play table tennis. And so I bought a table tennis table about a year ago. I used to play as a kid, but I hadn't played for years, and just started playing at home with Reese, my son, and just enjoying that. And then just almost through chance, I ended up sponsoring the Female and Male Young Sports Personality of the Year at the Reading Sports Personality of the Year Awards. And Anaya won the Young Junior Female Sports Personality of Reading. So we gave her a small amount of sponsorship, and her father and her have kept in touch and let me know how they're getting on, and she's just got into the England youth squad, so she's doing really, really well, and we're going to continue to support her.
You mentioned the Reading Sports Personality of the Year. Now, this town just off the M4 is actually a huge sporting enclave, because we remember that Richard Burns, the great world rally champion, came from Reading. Absolutely.
In fact, that's one of the reasons I got involved back in 2004 with the Reading Sports Personality of the Year Awards. They asked me to come along, and I said to present an award, and I said I'd be more than happy to do that. And then I managed to convince them to make the main award of the evening the Richard Burns Memorial Trophy, and that started in '04, obviously not that long after Richard, bless him, had passed. And I've been going back every year, and I was fortunate enough in 2013, after our European Championship win, to actually win the main award myself. But up until that point, I've been lucky enough that they let me give the main award.
Although you say there's not a great amount of physicality, there's a lot of technique, huge amounts of spin on the ball jumping off at different angles. Not from your bat, but from...
No, not from my bat, thanks Andrew. Yeah, like I said, that is obvious. No, but I think it's the rapid eye movement, and I think that's probably why it's been said that table tennis is a really positive mental conditioning sport, and I think table tennis for me is just another way of speeding up the mind, speeding up the reflexes. You have to really be watching, so it's very, very good. You have to develop it's good for your peripheral vision. I think just generally you don't need to be doing just the same sport to be able to hone your reflexes and your instincts, and so I just really enjoy it, and I enjoy it playing it anyway, so I just think it's really useful, and if it can help keep me sharp as I get slightly older, then it's all good.
Well, Nia, first, congratulations, because I believe you've just got into the England junior squad, is that correct?
Yeah, thank you.
Tell us a bit about that.
Well, basically it's a squad that they take abroad a few times a year to train, and you get to represent England. And hopefully being in that squad will lead to something when you become a senior.
Your dad's telling me that he just sort of happened to buy a table tennis table, and suddenly you just took to this sport. What did you like about it?
I just like the competitiveness and the fact that it's different to most sports, and it helped my reflexes a lot, and then I just started playing from there. I'd usually do my homework before the training session, and then I'll train till about 7ish, and then I'd get home at 8, do my homework, eat dinner, and just do the same thing every day. Usually, sometimes I'll have a one-to-one with a coach, and then I'll train with a few other juniors at the club, and we'll just rotate with who we train with.
And do you feel you're still developing techniques, or is it just the concentration? What do you need to work on?
I'm still developing my technique, so I have a technical coach to help me with my technique still. And also I have to work on my mental strength and my physical off the table.
The next Olympics is 2020. Are you targeting that, or you're more thinking about 2024? Because I know you want to get to the Olympics.
Yeah, I think 2020 is a bit close at the moment, but hopefully 2024 will be the year. My next target is to definitely win the national championships and get a higher ranking in both juniors and cadets.
So the very best of luck to Anaya in the future. We'll be back after the break in the Middle East.